Hello, and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at one of the newest SBCs released by Radxa, the Rock 2F. It was released just about a month ago, and it is a revamped version of the Model A. Like the Model A, the Rock 2F features a Rock chip RK3288, which is a quad Cortex A17 processor. The newer model brings some modifications in board design and layout. I did end up installing a bit of passive cooling with some extra heat sinks I had. So let's go over some of the specs of the Rock 2F. It features two full-sized USB 2.0 ports and one USB-C for power and data transfer. It does have a full-sized HDMI port, which is really nice on a smaller SBC. And it includes an audio jack, a FPC interface with a one-lane PCIe 2.0, and your standard 40 GPIO pin headers. All versions do come with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.4 with an optional antenna. It comes with 1, 2, or 4 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, and optional 16 or 32 gigs of eMMC. Here we have the Raspberry Pi Model 3B as a size comparison. They are the same width, but not the same length. So the Rock 2F is kind of an unusual size, but it does have the same kind of mounting holes to install into your projects. And here we have the 0 series SBC. So again, it's the same length, but not the same width. So the Rock 2F is somewhere in between a 0 and a regular Raspberry Pi. So we will be setting up this board to work as a small emulation station, and you can choose from several different operating systems, but I did end up choosing the Android TV OS since it was a lot easier to set up and use on a TV. And using Android Studio on your computer, it makes it really easy to upload different APKs and all the files you need. For $10, let's see what this thing can do. So we are now booted into the OS. It does take about 45 seconds to load in. So you can check out your media center for all your different files, your videos, audio. And this is where you will install different APKs. So you have all your media you would need on a TV Fire Stick-like device. And we'll take a look at the settings. So all models do come with Wi-Fi 6. And device preferences. So we are running the Android TV OS version 13 with the kernel 5.10.157. And all models do come with Bluetooth 5.6 as well as the Wi-Fi built in. And you can use an optional antenna, or it does have a built-in one as well. I'll be using RetroArch for all my emulating. It makes it really easy. You could download all the cores that you need. And then using Android Studio, you could transfer all of the ROMs that you want to play. First up, we do have Star Fox on the SNES. It runs very smooth, as you'd expect. Even with only 1 gig of RAM, this SBC does run pretty good emulation. Next up, we have Donkey Kong Country 2 on the SNES. Again, no frame skipping, runs flawlessly. And now for a 3D game, Star Fox 64 on the N64. There is some lagging, but overall it does run very good.
This is Peppy. Peppy, get back here! Peppy, watch out! Don't be on your tail! Woo! Help me!
it was my son's birthday, so he did get to play.
We're heading out. All aircraft report.
Moving on to the PlayStation, we have Rayman 1, a 2D game, which still runs very, very nice. Moving on to a more 3D intensive game, we have Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1. Overall, this $10 machine does run pretty much any older gen game flawlessly. And finally, one of my favorites, Medieval, on the PlayStation 1. So overall, really no issues playing any 3D or 2D game from older generation consoles. I did try to get some other consoles working, like a GameCube or the Wii, PlayStation 2, but I didn't have any luck, so maybe you will. So overall, this $10 SBC does perform quite well. It does have decent performance with the quad-core Cortex A17 CPU, and it's good for medium complexity tasks and some light emulation. It does support 4K video, which makes it a great multimedia streaming device, and perfect for a lightweight emulation station that you just plug and play. So overall, this $10 SBC has great performance. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to check this out, the link is in the description, as well as the documentation. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you.